Hi everybody, it's Laura from Green Tree, and today I am talking about Earth Day. As many of you probably know, Earth Day is coming up in just over a week. Monday the 22nd is Earth Day. Earth Day is always on April 22nd, and it was founded in the year 1970. So Earth Day, the very first Earth Day, was the same year that Green Tree was founded, which I think puts us in pretty good company. I'm going to give you just a little bit of a rundown on the history of it, and then I'll let you know what we're doing for Earth Day this year. So, it was founded, like I said, in 1970 by a senator from Wisconsin, whose name I never get right, so let me double check here. Gaylord Nelson. And he was a senator from Wisconsin, and he really thought that this was a time where we could get people together and do something about the environmental issues that were facing the country at the time. One of the things you may have heard of was all of the different rivers that were catching fire in the 60s, but really that started in the 1860s. So when industrialization really started to get big in America is when you started to see the first river fires, and that went on for about 100 years before people decided to do something about it. One of the ones a lot of people are familiar with is the Cuyahoga River. I always feel like I'm saying it wrong, but the Cuyahoga River in Cleveland. And that one actually caught fire 13 times starting in the late 1860s. One of the biggest fires was in the 50s, and they at that point started to think maybe we should do something about this, and had actually started working on the problem a little bit before another really big fire in 1969. So that's obviously right before Earth Day. So even though the city had started working on it already, that fire became a symbol of what we needed to fix in terms of the U.S. environment as it stood at the time. Other rivers that caught on fire, got a list here as well. Baltimore, Detroit, Buffalo, Philadelphia, and there were others as well, but these big cities had these massive visible symbols of environmental pollution happening right in the midst of them. So people were excited and people were ready for Earth Day. When the first Earth Day happened, if this shows you, for the first time of an event happening pre-social media, they had 20 million people in cities around the U.S. get together to march for environmental causes, do talks, meetups in parks, but just all over the country they had 20 million people on the first Earth Day get together and say, yeah, this is something that we should be doing something about. It was also really cool because within a year of the first Earth Day, we had the Environmental Protection Agency, and within the next 2 years we had the Endangered Species Act, the Clean Air Act, and the Clean Water Act. While some states had been doing this on an individual basis, the country as a whole didn't have any policies governing this kind of environmental issue. So Earth Day was really a catalyst that kicked off a lot of this concern on a national level. Now, of course, you know, when people love the environment, we can't just leave it go right there. So in 1990, they kicked the event up a notch and took it international. And when they did that, I want to get the right number of countries for you guys, it ended up being 141 different countries participated in 1990, and over 200 million people around the world participated in that Earth Day celebration. They estimate now it's as many as 1 billion people around the globe celebrating Earth Day every year. Now, Green Tree, of course, has been celebrating Earth Day since the very first one, since we were founded in the same year. And this is something that we really try to do something special for every year to both help our customers have more avenues to do things that are sustainable and improve the earth, and to also give you better access to products in that time surrounding Earth Day. So we're going to do some special things this year because 2018, probably people aren't aware of this, but 2018, the theme for Earth Day was plastics. Probably a lot of people are aware that where dumping was the big issue in the 60s, now the issue is plastic. It's just everywhere. I think most of us have seen this. You can't walk down the street, go to a river, go to the beach without seeing plastic. So, something that we're doing on Earth Day, this is again next Monday, we are giving you discounts on a number of things that you can use to replace some of the plastics in your life. One of my favorite is the Chico bag. For anybody who hasn't seen these, this is how I started remembering to carry reusable bags. But it's tiny like this, and it's got a little clip on it. So you can stick this right on your bag or your belt or even your keychain as soon as you empty it out, so you can't forget it in the house. And then when you pop it open, even though it's so small to start with, there we go. This is actually going to give you a full-size shopping bag. You can fit a lot in one of these, and this is just the small size. I had one of these that lasted me 10 years before it wore out. I have no idea how many plastic bags were saved over the course of that time, but it was a lot. They're also really great if you're traveling, because when you flip them inside out, the little pocket that the bag goes in is on the inside, and this is just about the perfect size to stick like some keys or a phone or some other little items in, so you don't lose them in the bag. So I always think of these as sort of my travel things as well, because this is sort of an emergency purse situation. So anyway, on Monday we're giving a discount on Chico bags, all the different shapes and sizes, and this is a great way to save on plastic. We are also doing a discount on to-go-ware, which, if you've never seen these before, so it's a set of wooden utensils, well, bamboo utensils. So Rick asked, does it fold back up fairly easy? I'll show you. I was kind of concerned about that the first time I got one, and it's actually super easy. So you open it back up, so you've got the little pocket here, and you want to turn the pocket so that you can see the logo. All right, so now I'm going to show you. The bag is all open. And it's back inside itself. So that probably took 3 seconds maybe. Especially once you get used to it, they're really easy to put back inside. I never bother with the weird folding that they somehow origami it in here in the first place. It's impressive, but I don't bother. I just shove it all back in like that, and literally 3 seconds your bag is all put away and ready to clip back onto wherever you want to keep it. So yeah, good question, Rick. I did not think to show you guys that. To-go-ware though, this is the other one we're doing. So it's a, thank you, isn't it cool? This is a set of bamboo utensils, and these are really handy. They also have a clip. So this is the kind of thing that's great to take with if you're biking or, you know, maybe going to a picnic or a potluck. Your whole set fits in here with a little carabiner. You can snap it onto whatever you want, and you get a whole set. We've got spoons. Let me get it out for you. We've got a spoon, nice handy one, all washable, all biodegradable when you're eventually done with them. Fork, which I actually really kind of like these. They're great for scooping pasta salad, which is always popular at potlucks. And a nice little bamboo knife, which actually does a surprisingly good job on most things. And my favorite, nice little set of chopsticks. Whoop. So we've got a little set of bamboo chopsticks in there too. So basically whatever you end up eating, this little pack is going to have the right utensil in it. So it's easy to carry around. It's lightweight because they're bamboo, not metal. And if you ever, you know, lose them or drop them somewhere, they're biodegradable. They're not going to be sitting there for forever before they break down. So these are also going to be on special on Monday. Is the clip dishwasher safe? Well, you wouldn't put the bag portion in the dishwasher. I would say that ideally you would want to maybe wipe this down by hand or just hand wash it in a sink, because I would be concerned that the clip, well, you could actually take this entirely off. So I would say just take the carabiner off the loop on the back, and then you could run this part through the washer and you would be fine that way. So if you had to put them away dirty, you could go ahead and take the clip off and then wash the packaging that way. So good question, thank you, Bob. Another thing that we're putting on special on Monday for Earth Day is Soapworks. So Soapworks is really cool. They make these packaging-free bars of soap. Up until a couple years ago, they did not even have this little barcode sticker. This is the only packaging that they come with. So these are great for, I mean, just people who don't want a bunch of extra packaging that you have to then worry about recycling or throwing away. They are made by self-described hippies in Canada, and There's a really excellent selection of different kinds of bars. There's even a shampoo bar, which a lot of people really love for camping. I just think these are nice bars anyway. They're cured when you get them, so they last a long time in the shower or by the sink, so you don't have to worry about them breaking down as fast as some of the softer bar soaps. And yeah, just coming with no packaging at all is a bonus because you don't have to figure out what to do with it. If you want to, after you buy it, you can peel the barcode off and we'll take care of it for you. So there you go, soap works. They also have very minimal ingredients. There aren't a lot of weird scents or different types of surfactants in them. They're all pretty natural, so that's good too, especially if you have sensitive skin. Oh, Bob, you know what soap is for. We're also doing Stasher, which these are super cool. We only just started carrying these recently. It's basically a Ziploc bag / Tupperware, but it's reusable. So it's got like a Ziploc type top, and it's see-through, so you can see what you put inside of it. It's freezer safe. It'll work in your lunch bag. You can throw them in the dishwasher. So they're actually really easy to clean, which is nice because I don't know if you've ever tried to run an actual Ziploc bag through your dishwasher, but it's gonna melt. It's definitely gonna melt. So these guys are dishwasher, microwave, freezer safe. You can actually use them for sous vide cooking, which is pretty cool. That's like the low, slow, long-term temperature type stuff. You could fill like a slow cooker with water and put your food in a bag in here and let it cook in there for over a long period of time, and this would be kind of an easy way to set up that type of cooker in your home. And they're actually oven safe. I haven't tried it, but it's kind of cool to know that that is possible. They don't give a specific upper temperature, so if anybody tries it, let me know. But they are made of, and I'm going to read you their description. There's no actual plastic in the making of this. It is pure platinum silicone, hypoallergenic, BPA and BPS free. Complies with FDA and European food grade standards, does not contain any fillers or byproducts. The tricky thing with this, just like any kind of resealable container, when you do heat something in it, like if you were to microwave it or put it in the oven, be real careful when you open the top, because when you break that seal, you're going to get steam. But they're super reusable, dishwasher safe, and a nice alternative to Ziploc bags when you don't have room in your lunch bag for something like a full-on Tupperware container or a glass or metal container. So those are also going to be on special. And in the true spirit of Earth Day, we're doing something special in the bulk department. First of all, from Friday through Monday, so starting on the 19th, starting on Friday the 19th through Monday the 22nd, we are going to give you an extra wooden nickel, for those of you who are familiar with the wooden nickels, for every bulk container that you bring in instead of using a new plastic container. So if you're not familiar with the wooden nickels, we have these little guys. Every time you bring in a reusable shopping bag, instead of using a new plastic or paper bag, we give you one of these, and you can donate it either towards expansion of the co-op, or we have two different owner-chosen organizations that we donate to every year. Currently, they are the ICRH, which is the Isabella County Restoration House, and Special Olympics. So you get one of these to donate, and we donate the equivalent number of actual nickels, not a bunch of wooden nickels. So you are actually donating to an organization as well as saving plastic every time you bring in a reusable bag. But during this week, from Friday through Monday, we are going to go ahead from the 19th through the 22nd and give you one of these every time you bring your own container to fill instead of using new plastic. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. Then our bulk buyer, who loves to do this kind of thing, decided, because Earth Day is on the 22nd, she was going to give you 22% off 22 bulk items. So we have a whole list of 22 really popular bulk items that are going to be 22% off from this upcoming Friday through Monday, Earth Day. I'm going to read them off for you real quick, so if you're on board for the list, we're going to do organic almonds, smooth almond butter. This is the bulk almond butter, of course. Organic raw cashews, organic all-purpose flour, organic whole wheat flour, maple almond crunch granola, bulk honey, and our bulk honey is, of course, local. Organic red lentils, organic quick rolled oats, organic steel cut oats, organic crunchy peanut butter, organic smooth peanut butter, and these are also the ones in the bulk. Roasted no salt peanuts, organic yellow popcorn, which is grown in Michigan, organic raw pumpkin seeds, organic Thompson raisins, organic white basmati rice, organic white jasmine rice, organic brown long grain rice, organic wild rice blend, organic raw sunflower seeds, and bulk grade B maple syrup, which is also local. So, if you guys want to celebrate Earth Day with us, this sale is going to start next weekend and go through Earth Day. We're going to reward you for bringing in your own containers and give you a chance to get some new reusable ware. And if you have any ways that you're going to go out and celebrate Earth Day, we would love to hear about it, to see pictures. I know something that's can really make a big impact. Not a lot of people think about it, but going out just on a walk in one of the parks and picking up trash as you go. Just bring a little bag with you and pick up trash as you walk. Going and picking up all the cigarette butts on the street. They take forever to break down. Doing things like making sure your friends and coworkers see you using reusable containers and saying, hey guys, I'm saving some plastic. What are you doing to do so? And if you have any good suggestions, planting trees. I remember when I was in grade school, they would always bring us those little pine trees and we would plant them. So anything like that you can do and go out to celebrate Earth Day, let us know. We would love to see what you're up to. In the meantime, I will see you guys next week. We're going to be representing at a couple of Earth Day events and health fairs around the community next week, so I won't have a regularly scheduled video, but I will be watching for your comments and pictures and what you guys are up to. So I'll see you 2 Tuesdays from now. In the meantime, I hope you all have a beautiful sunny weekend. Bye, everybody.